It's me, SPILLIN. A bunch of PS1 games. I can just walk in and out of thrift store. Hello gamers, it's me, SPILLIN. It's my show. Glad to be back, and hello gamers, it's me, SPILLIN. It's my show. Glad to be back to do another video. In this video, I wanted to do a video response to Round to Gaming. Round to Gaming. He hit 500 subscribers. I mean, it's been a while. He's hit more than that since then, but he's got a contest going on, and the reason why I wanted to do a video response, just because I found the question interesting. You know, we could leave a comment and stuff like that, like the video, make sure you subscribe to his channel, kind of the typical things that you normally do in those type of videos and stuff like that during a contest, which is pretty awesome. But I wanted to leave a video response to the question, and the question was, how has your purchasing changed since you've been on YouTube? Like, even if you didn't have a YouTube channel, just in general, from watching all these videos. I have to say personally for myself, in the beginning, it was a slow change or a slow turnaround. But the interesting thing for me was I got an opportunity to see other gamers firsthand, and it was kind of eye-opening to watch all these people give their own perspective of how this game affected their life, how this game came into their life. And with people personalizing games so much, especially games that I never heard of, it piqued my interest. So my purchasing did change drastically in the beginning, and even in the middle, and even up to now. My thought process on what games to get, and I think the big effect for me with YouTube and having a channel, or just even in general and all, the purchasing has allowed me to look at games just slightly different from the perspective of there's so many types of games. There's just a vast variety of games now. With the current state and mind of gaming, we have downloadable games, we have platform games, we have action games, which we had those games before, but we didn't have the downloadable games, and so there's a lot of little quick games that you can play. There's a lot of puzzle solving games, and what's changed for me is the type of games that I've become interested in. Since I've been on YouTube, I've become thoroughly interested in action RPGs, and I've become more interested in, somewhat to a degree, in first-person type games. It depends on what type of games it is, and it's just that now I spend more money on certain types of games that I know I'm going to play. And in the beginning, I spent way more time with the money as far as how I did it. And now, over the last few years, and even down to this moment, I've been spending more time playing games, because other things that I've learned over the course of the last few years with YouTube and seeing all these other gamers in the gaming community is about emulators and handhelds, because I never had any handhelds when I was a kid. I had handhelds when I was a little bit older. The first handheld I ever had was the PSP. I just couldn't afford them back then. You know, I was around when the first Game Boy came out, and all the other little watching games or gaming. I think it's called Game & Watch. I had one. I mean, if that was considered a little handheld, I had one of those, and now they're just really hard to find. Other things that I've learned with my purchasing through YouTube is to strategize. Now I know how to go into a convention, like this last convention that I just went to. Prime example, I went to the Screw Attack, and I probably only spent about $40, and I walked out with about 40 to 50 games, and it was just astonishing from the way I learned how to get what I want, but also bring the price down. I've learned how to negotiate. I've learned how to reason with people. I've learned how to bargain. I've learned how to give better offers and stuff like that, because it's made me do my homework on video games, the reviews, the type of games that I'm getting myself into. Are these games really interesting? Will these games actually keep my time interested and stuff like that? So yeah, it's definitely been a journey. My whole style has changed over when I first started collecting back in like 2011 and 2012 and up till now, almost heading into 2015. And that's why I did the whole thing of getting rid of certain games out of my collection, games that didn't hold any value to me. And now with the purchasing, I feel like I'm a part of something now, and it kind of trickles over into the gaming community, allowing me to just see what games are really worth, just besides their dollar amount, like what value they really hold. So yeah, YouTube has definitely played a role in my collecting, my game playing, my purchasing, even games I thought about for the future. Now when I see other people's channels like Round the Gaming, or when I see Gare Bear, or when I see Alyssa White, or when I see Demetrius, or if I see my boy Tim McKay, if I sit there and watch his video and I'm like, oh my god. Like one day I was watching Tim McKay's video and he had magazines, throwback magazines. See, at one point I would have never thought about doing that. I would have only continued to subscribe to magazines that are current. I never would think about actually going online, doing a search, or walking through stores looking for old magazines, VCR tapes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things I've learned in going on websites like collection.com, man. There's a lot of old throwback memories that have definitely curbed my purchasing and piqued my interest in other ways. So yeah, that's how I feel like my game purchasing has been affected by YouTube, good and bad, because I've done a great deal of spending, and I've learned how to pump the brakes a little bit harder over this last year, and I feel like I'm in a better place as I move into 2015. Because best believe I'll continue to collect, I'll continue to play games, I'll continue to hold myself up to a certain standard when it comes to the videos that I drop for this channel. But other than that, I'm SPILLIN 79, and I'm out.